The problem with always being the gimmicky one or always having an act that can get boiled down to what the visuals were is that it can turn into a shtick if you're not careful. Hello and welcome to the EuroWhat, episode 295, dropping on March 10th, 2026. We are a pair of Americans trying to make sense of the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm Ben Smith, and I'm here with my co-host, Mike McComb. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Ben.
In this episode, we'll be talking about Romania at Eurovision. We've done it. Our crazy little journey started out in Chisinau, and much like the Trenuletto, we are ending in Bucharest.
Yes, it kind of took the scenic route there, and it was interesting trying to get to Malta from there, but
yeah.
But we did it.
But also speaking about sort of like the scenic winding route we have taken, fun question for you to just kind of open this up. Has this series of episodes we've done through the various national finals been longer or shorter than the ride from Chisinau to Bucharest?
Not having traveled that route, I can't answer definitively. It has been an interesting journey so far. I didn't realize we would be making so many stops in 1994.
Oh, yeah, no. Between the two of us, we have been slowly microdosing the 1994 contest so that neither of us needs to watch it in full.
Yeah. Although, spoiler for our next episodes.
Uh-oh.
It's Ireland.
But no, so the actual train ride from Chisinau to Bucharest is 13 hours.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, you could comfortably listen to every episode we've done since January in that time.
Wow. For some reason, I thought they were much, much closer.
So getting into Romania. Romania's story at Eurovision, just given that this, like so many of these, starts in 1994. Many of the nations we've been discussing this season, there's a debut at the contest, post-fall of the Soviet Union. There's some time kind of figuring out what their brand at Eurovision is, and then running with that. Romania gets like a real shaky start. It takes them about a decade to find their footing and their groove in the contest, partially just due to the relegation system that happens after the fall of the Soviet Union when everybody wants to join the party. Mm-hmm. And like they just really get hit with a string of bad luck because they are part of the Mill Street qualification. They place last, so they have to wait until 1994. When they do show up, Dan Bittman's Dincolo di Nori. Places 21st. They are immediately relegated out of the 1995 contest.
Right.
1996 should be their second chance, except that's the whole year with the whole audio-only qualifier.
Yep.
Where we've chatted about that one a couple times this season. They also placed last there.
It feels like this is one of those, like, end-of-series flashback episodes.
Yeah. This is the bottle episode where we cut to a bunch of previous episodes from the season just because the writers ran out of time. 1996 does not go great for them. They place last there, and then the whole audio-only qualifier thing immediately gets chucked for relegation again. And we look at Romania's record. Romania's record is not great, so they have to sit out 1997 too.
Ugh.
Yeah, and like I feel like we have seen other nations just sort of like take off like 5 to 10 years from the contest for that kind of thing, and like Romania sticks with it, so like good for them.
I appreciate the stubbornness and tenacity.
Yeah, exactly. But again, just like not a great time for them. 1998, they placed 22nd. Their scores are still low. 1999, they sit out. 2000, they get a better result. 17th place.
Okay, is that enough?
They send kind of like an alt-rocky band thing, Taxis the Moon. It's still not enough to raise their average high score. They sit out 2001. 2002, they finally get a result that prevents them from relegation. Monica Anghel and Marcel Pavel do a duet called Let Me Try. That finishes in 9th place overall. They're in the top 10. They automatically have a berth to 2003. That's nice. Also nice, Monica Anghel was their vocalist in 1996, where they were the bottom of the audio-only final. So she finally gets to go to Eurovision. Hooray!
Oh, nice.
All of these songs for Romania are playing by the sort of like standard 90s Eurovision rulebook. There is a main vocalist or two at the front of the stage. There's either a band behind them or 3 backing singers that are stage right doing the little backing vocals. It's all very adult contemporary. It's all very PBS Pledge Drive. But the contest is kind of changing underneath all of that because we're no longer in theaters and we're starting to be in arenas.
Right.
So you covered Latvia a couple episodes ago. How would you describe Marie N's winning performance of I Wanna for them? What takes place there?
So in that one, she's starting in this kind of like zoot suit costuming and is performing the song. And as I think it's after the second chorus, they start removing articles of clothing to reveal this kind of like cha-cha dress. And there are like cha-cha elements in a very kind of Dancing with the Stars sort of way.
Exactly. Like, Marie-Anne does not just sing her song for Latvia in Tallinn. She is dancing. She's putting on a full performance. There's, like, the whole gender bending aspect. Mm-hmm. By the end, like, again, by the second half of the song, they are doing essentially the 2002 era version of, like, a reveal on Drag Race.
Right.
And, like, that gets I Wanna all the way to the top. Looking at what's happening in, like, these early winners of the 2000s, you have a lot of people who are expanding beyond that sort of very static Park and Bark performance.
Mm-hmm.
In Riga, Sertab takes it for Turkey with, again, really sort of expanding. Like, there is a whole performance behind Every Way That I Can. Wild Dances in 2004 is like a full arena show for Ukraine in Istanbul. And Romania is sort of paying attention to all of this and figuring out if this is the sort of thing they can do too. So let's watch the first link I have given you, and my note for you is to pay attention to what is going on in the background.
Yeah, so there's a lot of sort of ray gun levels of breakdancing happening.
Yep.
And a DJ who pretends to scratch with some kind of impractically sized plates and a lot of movement that's happening along with the singing.
A lot of movement is happening. A lot of costume changes are happening very quickly as well. We're going from black to white. A lot of, I think, what would be in modern parlance, reheating Latvia's nachos. The DJ who pretends to scratch was just sort of like these, like the 20-inch singles, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the staging for Don't Break My Heart is following the I Wanna playbook to the letter. So like while Nicola sings the song in the front, we have the guy with all of the records, we have the dancers grooving to the beat and going through multiple costume changes. Importantly, it's enough to keep eyes on Romania. It's the sort of thing where it's like, oh, I liked the one where they had the records. When they do the little recap of everything else, and they finish in 10th place. That's another top 10 finish. That's another auto qualification. Romania kind of keeps their eyes on whoever wins paper and their playbook, because Every Way That I Can has belly dancers. Cool. I admit, has everybody, for lack of a better term, as shirtless as they are allowed to make them. It's just like there's a lot of skin on display. That one is not as successful. Romania ends up in 19th, which means that they will need to qualify through the semifinal the next year. TVR is seeing, okay, something that catches attention, something that you can sort of boil down to, oh, it's the song that had this going on. Gets them eyes, gets them votes, and gets them through to the next year. Their Selection Națională has generally been like the standard 50-50 jury televote. That's what it was in 2004. That's how we get to I Admit. In 2005, the jury suddenly has, depending on account, either 66% or 75% of the say. The televote goes down immensely. Luminita Anghel's Let Me Try, which we will watch a clip of, so I don't want to fully give away sort of like the gimmick there.
Okay.
Definitely has novelty factor. And does have the support of both, but like the second place finisher, Loredana, was 1 point ahead with the jury before the televote. And then Luminita wins, and Loredana immediately accuses TVR of blocking her televote line and futzing with the numbers so that they can give Luminita which like, you guys said it was going to be this percentage. You guys did the math this way. Let Me Try is absolutely the correct choice, though. And like let's watch this clip. And again, we are starting from, I think, about a minute or two in, and we're going to play until 2:30 because it just the full scope of what happens.
Okay.
And I will ask you to describe what's happening after we watch the clip.
right, so like the whole thing is very like Donkey Kong Country and the like industrial levels, but yeah, there's like all of these like yellow oil drums on the stage that are serving as the percussion, and goes into kind of a drum solo. Like everybody's playing on a different one of these drums, either on the side or on the top or whatever. And then when she starts singing again, they pull out some saws and like turn into like grinders. So sparks are flying everywhere. When I was cutting clips for this, I had no recollection of the song, but as soon as the performance popped up, it's like, oh, I remember this from Eurovision again, and was quite taken by it.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot visually happening.
A lot is happening visually. She's backed by Sistem, which is essentially like a stomp style percussion group. Because again, we have like the oil drums. It's very bucket drummer, and then again, like we pull out all of the angle grinders to create our own sparks. This places first in the semifinal. They needed to qualify, and they overwhelmingly qualify for the final. This gives Romania their best result in the contest to date of third place overall.
Oh, nice.
This specific like little slice of like Eurodance or Eurodance adjacent kind of ballad seems to work well for them for a couple years. The next year, Mihai Tristero's Tornero finishes in fourth, becomes a top 10 radio hit across Europe. Like Greece loves the song, Finland loves the song. I was very tempted to clip that one too, but just like there's less going on with the performance. It's just him and some contemporary dancers. That's what's going on.
Right.
And
he's someone who like keeps popping up in their like selection process, and I think he follows us on Blue Sky. I know he was following us on Twitter.
Oh, so. Okay. I had no clue. Hooray!
Hi, Mihai.
Yeah, hello, Mihai. We enjoy your song. Trying to find some of like the national performance videos of this era is tricky because just like the amount of like potato quality internet video I have watched this week of just like a lot of real player era videos where like I think that square is Mihai.
Yeah.
So the pixels are so large. The rest of the late 2000s for Romania is kind of unremarkable. They're trying stuff. It's generally doing well enough to make the final and then struggles once it gets there. 2008, they send like a pretty straightforward ballad, Peo Margine de Lume. This is like one of the first Eurovision songs I remember from like 2008. It's a lovely ballad. It gets the contest award for songwriting.
Oh.
Like, yeah, they get a Marcel Besancon award. It finishes 20th overall. 2009, okay, cool. Let's go back to the up-tempo sort of a deal. Balkan Girls has a whole folklore-inspired staging. That's another one that like scrapes through to the final. It finishes 9th. It's 19th overall. Just like a lot of stuff where like they're trying stuff. They're throwing stuff at the wall. They're seeing what sticks. Digging through the records of the national selection at the time, the thing I found most intriguing is just Rednecks from Cotton Eye Joe fame.
Yeah.
Show up at the Romanian national selection twice, partnering up with a group called Ro-Mania.
Huh. Like as contestants or as
contestants. I assume Melfest was not returning their calls.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because just think about this year where just like the 18s are back at Melfest. So just like it could be their time, Rednecks. Get a song together.
Yep.
We love Dolly style.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time.
Yeah. Or a collab. How many?
Yeah, like I'm unclear how many Rednecks there are.
Yeah. Or they could just become like the next members of Dolly style.
Exactly. But yeah, the early 2010s are when Romania seems to really get back to leaning into stagings with a gimmick. A gimmick gets you eyes in the semifinal, eyes turn into votes, and a solid televote ensures you get a slot at the final. Paula Selling has been in the selection in the Selectia Nacional trenches for years. Just like she's one of the names I would see pop up again and again. Once she pairs up with Ovi, who has been in the Norwegian national selection a couple times up to that point.
Huh.
Yeah, I was not expecting that either. They pair up with a bunch of pyrotechnics and a plexiglass piano for two. And now they're playing with fire. Playing with Fire breezes into the final. Romania gets third place. They're having a lot of fun on stage, is what I will say about Romania in like the early 2010s. Zailale has like a very cute multicultural band. Fun fact, that is the second time a member of Mandinga makes it to Eurovision. Elena from Balkan Girls was formerly the vocalist for Mandinga.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, they make it with Zailale. It's My Life has Cesar, an opera singing vampire on stilts. It's not all gimmicks, because like Hotel FM easily makes the 2011 final. They're fourth in the semifinal with a pretty straightforward rendition of their song Change. It's just a band on stage. I was just like, that got fourth in its semifinal. And like, we may need to go back to 2011 because like that year, like I looked at the semifinals and like, yeah, the correct things went through.
Yeah, I would love to revisit that contest because that was one that was not part of Eurovision again. As I mentioned last time, that was the first one that I covered fully. And yeah, so it has a special place in my heart. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there is a lot of unremarkableness that's happening.
Yes. Again, like I was slightly shocked that Romania got fourth in their semifinal there, just because like I don't particularly care for Change as a song. But looking at what it placed over, I'm like, no, this is correct.
Yeah.
Anyways, the problem with always being the gimmicky one or always having an act that can get boiled down to what the visuals were is that it can turn into a shtick if you're not careful. 2014 comes around, Paula Selling and Ovi are back, and Miracle does feature some truly like groundbreaking in-camera effects that might be like one of the first quote unquote holograms, the way that they do like she disappears, now she's over here. All on camera.
I mean, it looked kind of janky at the time, just because it's like, okay, I see what they're trying to do here, and that is something that has definitely not aged well as we are in the 4K era. So
yeah, and like also just like as a song, just like I got like just looking at the Romania in the Eurovision Song Contest 2014, you get that little snippet of like what people thought at the time, and they're just like, yeah, the song's fine. It's three different aging EDM trends in a trench coat playing a circle piano.
Although I do use that circle piano image quite often. I think the last time that I saw it in kind of a meme context was musical instruments with threatening auras.
Yeah, yes. Well, and like the thing I will say about Romania, and I do admit that this is like if you are trying to boil down Eurovision for somebody about like why do you watch Eurovision, is like it's very easy to pull up a Romania performance from like the early 2010s because there's something weird going on. It captures like the visual splendor of what the contest can provide.
Yes, and the earnestness, because
yes.
the other thing about this duo is it's very Donnie and Marie.
Yes,
like Paula Selling looks a lot like Marie Osmond, at least Marie Osmond, like in her heyday.
I think the earnestness is a good thing to call out because I think like there is an earnestness to what Romania is often trying to do. Because like Yodel It from a few years later. Like, that's very earnest. It's very much a pop song that's, like, stapled around the idea of a chorus. It's just like, what if we did, like, Alpine yodeling?
From a very talented yodeler.
Yeah, so, the yodeling is very good. It's just, like, it does not work if you don't have good yodeling. Like, I like, the clip of this one is, like, I have, like, both the combo of, okay, this is what a pop song sounded like in 2017, and then yodeling happens.
Yes. I was ride or die for that track at the time.
It did very well. It
qualified. I think that was like the bar that it needed to clear.
Qualified. Well, and like if you look at, because like that's right after Ovidio Anton had to sit out due to TVR having bills due at the EBU, which is unfair to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we'll never know what how the Game of Thrones core he was doing would have done. It makes sense that like in 2017, okay, we're back in the contest. Let's go back to what we know. We've got the song with yodeling. Let's end the song with yodeling. Gimmicks can kind of turn into shtick, and since 2018, it's felt like Romania has been trying to break out of being the gimmicky one to various levels of success.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like this isn't without precedent for them, and like has worked because in 2015, Voltage and De La Capet uses 3 minutes on stage to like really tell a story and raise awareness for the children that are left behind while their parents are working abroad. That's super effective. It's fifth in its semifinal, 15th overall. This sort of like rock power ballad kind of is a thing that they've tried every so often. It kind of works for them. In 2018, they send something like that, The Humans and Goodbye. I really like that song. It's very solid. I thought they staged it well. They had all like the weird mannequins on stage. That was only 5 points short of qualifying for the grand final. It's 11th. It's a very close 11th.
And that one was kind of a big deal because that was pretty, like, wasn't that their first time not qualifying in the semifinal?
Yeah, that's like their first time not qualifying within semifinals for ages.
Yeah.
And like that seems to kind of throw them off their game. That's the only entry Romania has qualified with since 2018 has been Verse and Yamame. Yamame remains catchy as hell. That has been earwormed in my head all week.
I think that is a deeply underrated track. Like
I would agree.
Yeah. Like it's doing a lot, and just really like the queerness of the performance really touched my heart. See, it's like, wow, I can't believe Romania sent this.
You called that out when we reviewed it the first time around, and like it stuck in my head as I was watching it over and over again this week. And I think you're correct. It's like there's like a very interesting reading there, especially because Romania tends to be more on the conservative side politically. Like they are some level of open about LGBTQ stuff, but also it's a very conservative nation in terms of that sort of thing. So yeah, just like seeing a performance where Verse is engaging with both male and female dancers equally is a lot of fun. And also, again, the song is just kind of a banger.
Yeah.
The little instrumental riff after the chorus is just like I have not been mad about it being stuck in my head.
Oh, good.
Other than that, it's been a lot of spaghetti getting thrown at the wall again. Like Esther Piani and Roxanne have thrown a lot of staging. Like in Esther Piani's case, Romania spent $100,000.
Whoa.
On the staging and the special effects there, and I'm not entirely sure like where.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that performance, and it's like wasn't it just like a throne and. Was there a lot of pyro or something?
Maybe, and like there's some stuff happening on the screens in the background, but yeah, like it is. Yeah. But yeah, and like that song is interesting, and they're trying something different, and like that's another one. Like they finished 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne had just like the misfortune of being the pandemic year. I didn't love Alcohol You lyrically. I'm kind of glad that she had to go back to the well.
Yeah.
And then Amnesia just has a lot of contemporary dance happening while she's trying to sing that song. They've been pretty consistently like just shy of enough points to make the grand final. I think Amnesia was like 13th, and that one's like a real pile up of like who just missed the cut. Yamame was 9th in the semifinal. So like even that one, even though we like, again, I think history has been very kind to it, it's kind of scraping through. Part of what made those successful, I mean, I think they were trying to do some level of partnering with music labels like Finland has done, because that helps shoulder the cost of everything. That leads us into 2023, where we had Theodor Andre, where we had a national selection, but he would like, I think he's done some interviews, like he was basically left on his own to kind of figure out
everything.
Yeah, everything. And that's why that performance was a mess and was last. So like I think it was a good time for them to go, okay, we're going to take a year off or two. They've been on hiatus in the contest. This is the first year they're back. They are, much like Moldova, got some level of help from the EBU, because the EBU was like, yeah, we would like to have people come back. It's the 70th. Also, 5 nations have left. We need people.
Yeah.
Hello. How can we get you in the contest? Selection Nacional happened this week, and Choke Me has been selected. They are absolutely going to have to do the same tango with the EBU and Ofcom that Malta had to do last year.
I presume it's just Romanian for singing, correct?
Yes, yes. I mean, like if that's the route they try.
Yeah. I mean, like I have noticed that Eurovision has only announced the artist as being selected. Like there is no video.
There was no immediate
YouTube
hello.
channel.
Here is the video of the national performance. No, so like I assume discussions are happening. There's elements of that song and that performance that do feel like a return to form for Romania. There's like a little bit of gimmick in the mix. Like there's a provocative title. The staging is very kind of metal light, so just like, okay, cool, visual interest, we love that. Plus a little bit of what won last year. We got some operatic vocals. So we'll see if that gives them the edge to make the final.
So do you think that they're going to have to change the song completely, or change it from Choke Me to like Hug Me or something?
Yeah, like I'm interested to see what they do because like I think they probably want to keep the song just because the staging feels good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like we can't just like not have her sing "Choke Me."
Yeah.
It's just like we can't let the audience fill things in.
Yeah.
Because like that was the whole thing with Malta last year is just like, okay, cool. She's not going to sing it. The audience is.
Yeah. Or they'll just have one of the steam pyro pods pop every time. Although looking at the lyrics, it's like, ooh, that's going to run up the bills quite quickly.
Yeah, it's just like they can't spend $100,000 on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very interested to see what they do with Alexandra and the and the lyrics to "Choke Me." Anyways, Romania, a land of contrasts. If the audience wants the song with the record player, or the audience wants the song with like the plexiglass piano, that's a hook to make you stick in people's minds. But like, I think they've been trying to get beyond that, and like they've been struggling. But like again, I'm hopeful that they don't just kind of go back to the well of just like, haha, choke me. That has been our journey through national finals. We have made it through national final season.
Woo! Yes, so now that we are through the national final season, or mostly through, there are still some stragglers out there, as there are after every national final season. Hello, Armenia. Hello, Azerbaijan. But yeah, so what we are doing for what would normally be our review season, we want to take a look at the countries that will not be in Vienna this year for very publicly stated reasons. So we will be talking about Ireland, Iceland, Slovenia, Netherlands, and Spain. We really want to dig into these countries, so we are going to be switching kind of into off-season mode. It's not fully off-season mode yet, but we will be dropping episodes every other week rather than weekly going up to this year's contest. Our Ireland episode will be next week, but after Ireland, then we'll switch to our every other week schedule.
Exactly. That's going to do it for this episode of the EuroWhat. Thanks for listening. The EuroWhat podcast is hosted by Ben Smith, that's me, and Mike McComb.
That's me. You can find our full archive of episodes on our website at EuroWhat.com. For a free newsletter and more info about the EuroWhat AV Club bonus podcast, check us out at patreon.com/EuroWhat.
Next time on the EuroWhat, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day by taking a look at Ireland at Eurovision.